Hi there and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we are going to talk about payments. And here there are two things that I need to talk about before starting this lecture. First, you have to know that your payments depend on your location, which means that what works for me might not be working for you. So you have to do your research and see what payments are available in your country and pick them. This is the first thing that you should be considering. The second thing that you should be considering is that you should be giving your customers at least two options to pay. At the same time, you shouldn't be giving them thousands of options. Usually 2 to 3 options to pay are enough, and you have to give them the ability to do express checkout, which means to pay directly. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So you go in here to settings, and you go in here to payments. The first thing you have is the PayPal Express checkout, and this is something I highly recommend to use because people usually like PayPal and they have their bank account linked to PayPal, so it's easier for them to pay using PayPal, and usually PayPal is very trustworthy and people trust it. So I recommend you to activate your PayPal Express checkout. You simply go in here, you click on activate, you link it to your PayPal account, and this is it. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to actually link my PayPal in here, but this is something you can do. After this, you will have different options. You will have the third-party providers and the alternative payment methods, and you have the manual payment methods. Okay, the first thing I need you to check is this one, third-party providers, and in here you can see multiple options and you need to pick the ones that work for you between these options. Maybe it's ePay, maybe it's to checkout, maybe it's iCount. I'm not sure what works for you. So you have to go in here, do your research and see which one of these payments work for you. And there's also Stripe for sure. You go in here back and we see in here that we have alternative payment methods. You click in here and you also can choose between these alternative methods. It's up to you. If you didn't find anything here that can works for you, you can pick from the alternative payment methods in here. Okay, and in here you have the manual payment methods, and they are payments that are processed outside of your online store. For example, if you make payment on delivery, cash on delivery, you can be picking one of these. So as you can see, you have these options, and in here I need you to make sure that this is set up to automatically, and this is it. Finally, I still want to talk about something. If you are located in any of these countries, you will be able to use Shopify payments. If you are not located, you will not be able to use any of these payments. The good thing about Shopify payments is that you pay less fees with them than you pay with third-party providers. However, if you are not located on these places, you don't have any other option but to go with the third-party providers and with PayPal. So this is it for this lecture. As I told you before, you need to do your research and you need to make sure that you are picking the payments that work in your country and that you can actually use. So this is it for this lecture. Stay tuned with me and let's meet in the next lecture.